Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is this strange, they're claiming it's a mile-long UFO that was detected moving across the moon. Also have this clip here, supposedly from International Space Station, of an object, a cigar-shaped UFO that showed up on footage and then suddenly disappears. Here's another strange clip that some guy was, I think he was just trying to film, or no, this is from the International Space Station, I'm assuming. But yeah, they were just filming the horizon, and this star here just does some kind of crazy thing here where, yeah, it like shoots off something to this another one and then just disappears real quick. It's kind of interesting. Also have this clip from Reddit. Some mysterious occurrences going on in Lake Charles, Louisiana. And then this is also from Reddit. This is another one of these galleries of alien bodies. Now, you know, I'm definitely not sure if they're all real, but they're all kind of interesting. And this is also from Reddit here. This is a short 39-second clip of Danny Sheehan talking about a major disclosure event. You know, they've been throwing around this term catastrophic disclosure. And I think this has to do with revealing something, you know, so compelling. And once it's out there, you know, there'll be no denying that the UFOs and aliens are real. Also have this little clip here from X, formerly known as Twitter, of some scientist doing an analysis of these giant alien hands. I mean, it's just a hand, but I don't know where oh yeah, here, I think if you go to here, next post, but here's one of the results. So if you know, click on that, that'll take you to the results that they came up with. You know, they analyzed this hand. And then last is this article from the dailymail.com. Exclusive: U.S. military is seeing UFOs in space, official report says. So we'll take a quick look at that. But anyways, if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing this information to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And, please share and then also subscribe. It'll really help me out. Anyways, let's get to this first clip here. Something massive over a mile long. Check this out. Let me see. Let me back up just a hair.
On the public. On a serene and luminous night, as he carefully observed the vast expanse of the cosmos through his powerful telescope, his attention was captivated by the resplendent and captivating presence of Earth's eternal celestial companion, the Moon. On that fateful night, an extraordinary event took place right in front of him, completely transforming the trajectory of his evening. This incident, unfolding before his very eyes, was so remarkable that it left an indelible mark, causing him to question what it was. With unwavering determination, he meticulously fine-tuned his camera's configuration, aiming to capture an impeccable image of the breathtaking lunar terrain. To his great surprise and amazement, he witnessed an extraordinary sight amidst the vast expanse.
There, and it just disappears.
The incandescent red triangle.
Yeah, look at that, it's a red triangle. Look at how it's illuminating the surface of the moon here. Anyways, this is a 20-minute clip. I can't play the whole thing. Of course, link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Now, this is a kind of a strange one, and I am not 100% convinced that this is even real because it just doesn't look. I mean, once they go to this clip here, this kind of looks CGI-ish to me. But let me see where I can start this thing. Oh yeah, let me just, well, you know what, let me just play. It's only a minute, 36 seconds long.
To the UFO video footage series. This video footage is very interesting, as it shows a huge cigar-shaped object approaching the International Space Station and then suddenly disappearing. Watch the video, then tell me what you think.
Okay, now yeah, now you see this thing here, right? Well, now once they zoom in on it, it it forms like a bubble and then disappears, and that's why that I don't. You mean I could obviously I could be wrong, but I'm just not 100% convinced that this is real. Yeah, you see how it just bubbles and disappears, or warps and disappears. But even when it gets to this, like I said, to me, this looks sort of CGI-ish. And that's it. Now they're going to play it again, and basically, the exact same thing happens. So I don't think I need to really play it again. Anyways, link will be in the description if you want to play it again. Okay, now this one here is kind of interesting. Like like this thing says, keep an eye on this star. Now let me go to full screen here. So because yeah, it's it's a little tiny star and it is kind of hard to see. I'm sure if you're watching it on your phone, it's going to be almost impossible to see. But they do go to a close up. And I think there's another clip where it's the same event. There, you see that? The same event happens, and I believe it's a separate clip, but I'm not 100% positive about that. Oh yeah, you see now that I believe that was a different clip. But anyways, this guy's gonna show you a slow-mo and close-up of the video. Now, right, they're claiming that this is a star, but I don't think that's a star. Right, because this little guy here just appears and then disappears. Again, that's assuming that this is a valid clip. This isn't something that was generated by some software or you see now, yeah. Now this one is, I think it's two separate clips because this one is a little more, straight across, where the other one was going down at more of an angle. Anyways, link will be in the description. I got a lot to go through, so let me get to these kind of quick. This is filmed in my backyard, September 13th, 2023, Lake Charles, Louisiana. Let me go full screen. Yeah, you see now this is kind of, no, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to say it's somewhat similar. I believe this is a singular object that just has multiple lights on it. And I don't know if the object is spinning or these are just a series of lights on the objects that are like, illuminating, in some particular sequence. Or you mean it could obviously also be separate objects. Or it might be, several objects. I don't know. Let me play that again. Yeah, this might be like three separate objects with flashing lights, with like 2 or 3 flashing lights on each object. Anyways, a link to that will be in the description. Let's go to this next clip here. Oh yeah, so this is just another one of these galleries of alien bodies that someone has posted on Reddit. I make no claims that these are real. Yeah, I can't remember the doctor's name that came across this UFO, and he apparently like bopped it in the head with something and knocked it out because, in the video, there's video footage of this. I mean, it's not the best because it was like filmed on VHS, but some people are claiming that you can see the alien blinking. Now, this is, I believe, from the Nazca aliens that Mexico just revealed. Same thing with this. This is one of these Nazca mummies that were found, supposedly buried for like 1,000 years in some cave, covered in diatomaceous earth. Same thing. One of the Nazca mummies. Again, one of the Nazca mummies. And I think this is like a photo from I think it's the Santilli alien autopsy film. Kind of hard to see. But, I personally believe that this is an actual alien autopsy, even though the guy who supposedly released this footage claims that it's fake. I think, that he was most likely forced to say it's fake, but I believe it, and I've also heard other people who've said that, yeah, that this, I think it's Pete Santilli. I'm not 100% positive that that's his name. I think that's his name, the Santilli, but I'm pretty sure it's called the Santilli alien autopsy footage. And now this little guy here was supposedly the mummified remains of a Egyptian child, but you can see the enlarged head that it's I mean, it might be an alien child, but it's definitely not a human child. This one, I don't know. Oh yeah, and then this last one, yeah, this is supposedly from an alien that emerged from a crashed saucer, and I think this outer covering is this some kind of protective gear, because if I remember correctly, the claim was that they were able to take there's an actual being inside of this, and he came out of this outer shell. But anyways, that's that. Link will be in the description. Let's oh yeah, so now this one is just a short clip from Reddit talking about catastrophic disclosure, but pay attention to what Danny Sheehan says here.
When the disclosure moment happens, there's going to be an aha moment, I think, right? Where there's a before this moment and then there's an after. And every day after that, the world is just going to be a different place. And I don't know what
there's going to be a video of an actual interview of an actual extraterrestrial being.
You know this?
Yes. So I mean, I know that exists. And that's part of the crown jewels that they're not going to want to reveal. That's the kind of thing that once it's shown to the American public, there's, Katie bar the door. There's nothing that can be denied anymore.
Yeah, I wonder, again, there's multiple species out there, and multiple species sharing the planet with us. So, and I'm sure there are also visitors. So, if what Danny's saying is true, and let's say that it's an interview of one of the species that shares the planet with us, is it going to be, a species that looks similar to humans, similar to Homo sapiens, or is it going to be a gray, or will it be from a civilization off planet? And then still, what is it going to look like? Is it going to look like a gray? Is it going to look reptilian? Is it going to look like a tall gray? I mean, I've heard so many different descriptions of these. I'm very curious as to what this being is going to actually look like, if what he says is true. Anyways, that was just a short clip. Yeah, here's another short clip that I found on X, formerly known as Twitter. of this autopsy of this these giant alien hands. So let me go full screen and check this out. Now, I believe this is also a specimen from the Nazca mummies. Yeah, and see, this is also where, you know, I say, like, you know, disclosure is not an event. If they're releasing footage like this, right, this is all part of the process of disclosure, where they're slowly, you know, releasing stuff like this. I think that's going to ultimately lead up to an actual interview with an alien. But remember, you know, this analysis took place a long time ago, several years ago. But they're just now, you know, releasing the footage to the public, or I mean, yeah, to the general public, because, you know, there are some people that have seen this years ago. Anyways, let's go to this last link here. U.S. military is seeing UFOs in space. Official report says U.S. Space Force released plans to identify and track anomalous UFO sightings. Space Force said the unknown objects disrupt its threat identification mission. Read more. CIA Office of Global Access has conducted UFO retrieval missions on at least 9 crash sites around the world, whistleblower reveals. The Pentagon branch tasked with protecting America from space-based threats, local and galactic, has detected thousands of UFOs in Earth's orbit, DailyMail.com can reveal. U.S. Space Force, America's newest military branch, created under President Trump in 2019, told personnel this month that the sightings were so regular that they are hindering threat identification, the branch's core mission. Now, again, you know, I mean, if they're so regular, right, they're not all coming from deep space or, you know, from some distant planet. I mean, if they're seeing them on a regular basis, it's because, you know, they're here. They originate from this planet. While many of the sightings were proved to be man-made space junk and natural debris like meteoroids, U.S. foreign adversaries continue to launch spy satellites like North Korea's new Malayong-1 and other covert orbiter platforms. One new concern, Space Force noted, the risk of threatening spacecrafts hidden in the large unwatched area between Earth and the Moon, dubbed cislunar orbit. In their new report published this month, Space Force's leadership emphasized the importance of finding these grave threats among mere hazards like space junk. But the military branch also went into considerable detail on a weirder new category of potential hazards and threats under scrutiny. Damn, look at Kendall. Anyways, Space Force's mandate to rapidly identify and respond to threats and hazards, the strategy document noted, also includes objects that exhibit abnormal observables and patterns of life and cannot be correlated to any owner or point of origin. Daily Mail has reached out to STARCOM, Space Force's Space Training and Readiness Command, which published the new document for detailed clarification on its precise meaning by the terms abnormal observables and patterns of life. In recent years, Pentagon officials tasked with investigating UFO cases, including the now famous 2004 Tic Tac incursions, have focused their attention on 5 observables they say are unique features of serious unexplained phenomenon. Unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAP, that check off these observables appear to display either one or all of the following. 1. Gravity-defying behavior. 2. Eerily low observability on radar or other sensors. 3. Sudden or instantaneous accelerations. 4. Hypersonic speed without signatures like sonic booms. And 5. So-called transmedium travel between air, sea, and outer space. It's unclear from the Space Force STARCOM document, however, whether these 5 established UFO techno-signatures overlap with their own abnormal observables. It's also unclear what patterns of life have been detected from orbital unknowns. Across U.S. military branches, the term patterns of life has been used to reference the thermal heat signatures given off by living human targets for everything from drone warfare to troop deployment surveillance. The Pentagon's departing UFO investigation chief physicist, Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick, a bullshitter, also used the term to indicate UAP mysteries that would include extraterrestrial craft. We are executing a rigorous science and technology plan to ensure controlled calibration of sensors, patterns of life, and signature characterization development, Kirkpatrick said last December. More data will help build a more complete picture and support the resolution of anomalous phenomenon. Thermal signatures from the body heat of a living thing, whether terrestrial or ET in origin, may fall into this category, to judge from the passages of Space Force's new strategy document that focused on the infrared capabilities of U.S. military satellites. Let me just stop right there. But yeah, remember, if you have some kind of a camera that can film in the infrared or ultraviolet, you're going to pick up a lot of things that are just hanging around us at all times. But they're hidden from us. We don't have the senses to detect them with just our eyes. And even there are a lot of objects that are moving at such high speed that again, we can't detect it. I mean, unless someone is using like a high-speed camera, and then later on goes and looks at the footage, and they find out that there's all kinds of strange craft moving through our skies at all times. But anyways, I don't want this video to go any longer. Thank you so much for making it to the end. As I said before, if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing this information to you, please give this video a like. Please share this video, and more importantly, please subscribe. It'll really help me out with the algorithms. Until next time, take care.